I wanted to go to Dr. Mastro because of her holistic approach. Thinking about the challenges I was going through, I needed more than just the standard practitioner, the standard, 30-minute tops sort of meeting with a doctor where I kind of get very fluffy feedback. In 2022, I was preparing for the Chicago Marathon. I'm doing all this training, I'm focused on my health, focused on my family, and I finished the Chicago Marathon, and you think like, oh wow, you must be very healthy and feel great through all that training, and I absolutely felt terrible. I felt weak, my energy levels were lower. My wife's in the medical field, and we kind of talked about, all right, we've got to figure this out. We've got to take a good approach, deep dive, to really figure out what's going on here. And looking for a practitioner in the Atlanta area, I was really drawn to Dr. Mastro. She practices what she preaches, right? Like when you meet Dr. Mastro, the first thing you'll see is, okay, she's very healthy herself. Everything she's telling me, she's doing it as well. What I also really liked is the deep dive approach, right? We're not just focusing on my lab tests. We're talking about mental health. She's asking me about my goals, right? Do I continue to plan to be a runner? Am I running future marathons? Am I looking to get back into, weightlifting, right? All these different things. She's really thinking about me and what my goals are and what tools we can use to really get me there. And really the importance of focusing on my health now so I have it later. Her approach to nutrition, exercise, sleep, really helped me improve my lifestyle. Those factors are really important to me. I have young kids. I obviously want to be around, see my grandkids someday. If there was anything preventing me from starting with Dr. Mastro, it would have been the unknown. It's not a traditional approach with a physician in a practice. So I'm used to using insurance, going through a much larger provider, a larger practice, kind of into the factory, if you will. And her approach is completely different. One of it is education. I'm learning a ton about myself, about medicine, more of a holistic approach that the Institute of Functional Medicine prescribes to, but really Dr. Mastro enhances it, customizes it, really tailors it to you. There's also a level of accountability. You can buy, a fitness plan or a health plan or a diet plan, right? But if you don't have somebody that's holding you accountable, are you really going to do it? One thing I'm able to do now that I didn't do as well before working with Dr. Mastro was focus and calmness. She helped me balance some of the stresses I find in my life. Simple things like breathing exercises, and that just brings me calmness. Like I know I have a very important part of my life to do that. I would recommend Dr. Mastro because of my great experience that I've had with her. We've been working together only about a year, but I've just noticed improvements physically, mentally that are meaningful enough that I have the utmost confidence. Hi, I'm Mike Colopy. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.